autonomous here in match number 72. 12 seconds on the clock and points quickly making their way onto the board. 23-19 your current score, and those numbers keep going up as we hit the last couple seconds of autonomous. We enter teleop with a close score, 28-24. It's the 4-point difference between our two alliances. But we'll see what happens as notes make their way towards the speaker and amp. 70-34, that's to be determined for your red alliance. They determine their fate by making their way towards the red half of the field. It looks like they do fire up a note into that speaker. That's going to be 2 points to their alliance score. They're quickly joined by an alliance partner as well, and both of them making their way back towards the red source. Human players trying to guide them as they carefully navigate around that back half of the field and across from their driver stations, relying mostly on signals, cameras, those sorts of things that they can't immediately see through the stage and the other things on the field. Also on this half of the field is your blue alliance. That's 9023 Future Martians and 3218 Panther Robotics. They're both in that bottom right corner of your field, lining up to fire some notes into those scoring areas as they try to make up the difference. 1 minute 15 left in our game, and the red alliance still holds a lead for now, 57-46. Both alliances have activated cooperation, so that does reduce the ranking point threshold down to only 18 notes needed in the speaker and amp for an alliance to score themselves a ranking point. Those ranking points again becoming extremely valuable as we approach the tail end of our qualification matches. Red alliance nearly there, 17 notes required, and it looks like we do have one coming into the amp. I believe that was from Skunkworks, and as you can see on our scoreboard, 18, now 19 notes required. They have earned themselves at least one ranking point. Will they earn themselves more? We'll have to find out. 4450 for your blue alliance. They are from Olympia. That note goes into the amp. That's good. 1 point on the board as we approach 24 seconds left on the clock, and both alliances amplify their speakers. 20 seconds left as valuable notes make their way into this amplified speakers. Amplification expires for the red alliance as the high note flies towards the stage. Robots lining up now underneath the red stage. 2B, 7034, lined up on stage right for your red alliance. They grasp on. Two red robots, looks like stage left as they try to line up, and the buzzer sounds. That live score pretty close for match 72, but our scores are now confirmed by our referees. On the board, Blue Alliance does take the win in that match, 91-87. That score still remaining fairly close. All 4 ranking points go to each of your red or Blue Alliance teams, 2 for the win, 1 for the melody bonus, and I believe that is 1 ensemble bonus due to a G424 violation by the Red Alliance. Red Alliance does also walk away with 1 melody ranking point, as our rankings continue to solidify as we make our way towards the end of our qualification period. Brett, what did you notice in that last match?
Well, Austin, we continue to see the rankings shift around. We've got the Blue Alliance up. Let's see if we update. This is not updated as of the completion of match number 72. But I want to point a few things out. First of all, we are still at the point, given how tight everything is right now, that small changes can have big movement in the ranking. Here's 4450. They were in that last match. Number 9 before that match started. We just saw they ended that match number 4. So they're jumping 5 spots in our rankings. We're going to see a number of those movements happen throughout the rest of the day. You can also look at this column right here, our ranking score column. and look at how tight those numbers are. First of all, nobody left with a perfect 4.0 ranking score. Nobody left with a perfect undefeated record. So everybody's had a little bit of a bite taken out of them as the competition has gone on. And when you look at those average ranking scores, and especially if you look over here at the total ranking point column, you can see how tight that is. 1899, a little bit clear of everybody else, but they're also one match played ahead. 25, 24, 24, a bunch of 26s here, a bunch more 24s, 21s. And as we've been seeing 3 and 4 ranking points to the winners most matches, there's going to be a lot of movement as things go on.
Absolutely, yeah. Like I mentioned, we're moving towards the tail end of our qualification day. I think we're around that last 2/3 of our matches. We're playing 100 matches total. That was match 72 or something. We're moving towards the end of our day. But before we hit there, match 73, Natalie, who's in that match?
All right, thanks, Austin.